Hey guys, it's JStars360 here with another addition to my best and worst of 2013 playlist, where I'm going to be talking about the movies that I wanted to see this year but didn't get a chance to. And these are, again, it's kind of the tragedy. So many movies come out. Sometimes they're just so clustered together that you can't see them all and you have to pick and choose. Sometimes just something will come up. But for whatever reason, I did not get to see a lot of these movies. There are some I wanted to see, and then there's some I'll probably just check them out. Again, my reasons for seeing these movies are different. In fact, some of the movies on here aren't even that good. I just wanted to wait. Didn't think they were worth seeing in theaters, but I still wanted to check out. And before we go any further, I probably should have mentioned this at the start, but sorry for this location. I know for me it kind of sucks, but this is like the only location I could find where it's private and has a somewhat decent background. I know that's like not the greatest background, but anyway, let's go into this list of movies I wanted to see this year but didn't get a chance to. And I just blanked out. And again, if you don't care, then you don't have to watch this video. Oh yeah, and also, if I mention a movie on here and you're legitimately want to know what I think of it, please comment below saying, JStarWars360, please review this, and I'll make a note to try and watch that movie as soon as possible. Also, if there's something that came out this year that I did not mention, either in my best and worst or in this, please make a note. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. So, superhero movies. There's two I didn't get to see this year that I wanted to see. First off is The Wolverine. It looked really fun. It looked really cool. But I wanted to go see it, but stuff kept coming up. Like one time, like my brother lost his contacts, so we couldn't go and see it. Another time, I just kept forgetting that I wanted to go see it. As embarrassing. This one, I just feel like an idiot for not being able to see. Kick-Ass 2 I wanted to see, but I haven't seen the first one, so that pretty much zeroed out seeing that one. Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson Sea of Monsters I wanted to see. I've read the books. I wasn't too big on a fan of the first film, but I was hoping this one they'd stay true to the book. It seems like they're staying more true to the book, and that'll be better. I mean, critics are slamming it, but again, critics haven't read the book, probably. Catching Fire. I really wanted to see this film. Funny story. Here's a funny story. Really wanted to see this film. At my college, they actually were offering to shuttle people to the movie theater. They had like rented out the theater so you could see Catching Fire like the day before it came out. But unfortunately, I had a final paper due for one of my classes, so I couldn't go see it. And then the next weekend where I wanted to go see it, I thought I could only see one movie, and it was between Catching Fire and Frozen. I thought, I've already read the book Catching Fire, but Frozen I don't know, so if Frozen becomes if Frozen's spoiled, it's like, oh shit, whereas if Catching Fire is spoiled, it's like, well, I already read the book. And I think I made a smart decision there, choosing Frozen over Catching Fire. Catching Fire's hype died down quickly. Frozen, oh my gosh, everyone at my school is talking about it. Everyone at my brother's school is talking about it. But yeah, again, but that doesn't mean I still don't want to see Catching Fire. I mean, my brother said it was alright. But again, I'm going to form my own opinion. And I already did my thoughts going into Catching Fire. Point is, I wanted to see this film, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance. Last Stand and A Haunted House, I'm only interested in those because Red Letter Media reviewed them. Same goes for Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Jack the Giant Slayer. Although, part of it is also myself. I'm kind of curious to see to compare the films and see why one works over the other. Good Day to Die Hard, again, Red Letter Media. Also, I kind of want to see all the Die Hard movies. I really liked the first one. I saw the fourth one. I really didn't think much of it, although people generally like it. But, I'm going to watch all the Die Hard movies at some point. Olympus Has Fallen, I want to see because my brother saw it on Netflix and he said it was pretty good. And also, I kind of want to compare it to White House Down, see which one's better. It's always fun to compare similar films. A little Real versus Real. Something animated heroine who, check her out if you haven't seen her. She's really good. But yeah. Oblivion, meh. I'm not that impressed by it. Only reason I really want to check it out is because, number one, how it should have ended did a video on it. And two, Red Letter Media reviewed it. Hangover Part 3, I just want to see this just so I can finish up the Hangover trilogy. Again, didn't get a chance to see it. My brother was okay with it, which is nice here. Also, bit of incentive is Red Letter Media reviewed it. I'm a huge Red Letter Media fan if you can't see it. The Internship, and Now You See Me. I only want to see these movies because my brother saw them and he liked them and he recommended I go see them. Then there's World War Z. I had a choice between seeing this. I went to a movie theater over the summer. Some of the people I was with were going to see Monsters University, which I've already seen. Some were going to see Despicable Me 2, and then some people were going to see World War Z. I had already seen Monsters University. I thought World War Z was going to be a horror film. I saw Despicable Me 2, and then regretted not seeing this movie, which I've heard is actually good. And there's Pacific Rim, which looks really cool. I want to see it. Unfortunately, whenever it never worked out, so I could see it. Unfortunately, it looks awesome though. This is the end. Looks really funny. I really wanted to see it. Blue Jasmine, mainly because Red Letter Media gave it a good review. Don John looked looks interesting. Also, some people I follow online and have a lot of respect for, like Red Letter Media and Doug Walker reviewed it. Jobs, again, I'm only reviewing that because half in the bag reviewed it, which is kind of sad, but that's why. Rush, I didn't see but wanted to. Again, I was like, there was this one time when I went to the movie theater and I was like debating whether or not to see Rush, Prisoners, or Don John, and I just went with Prisoners. Which, looking back, Prisoners is much better than I gave it credit for. But yeah, Rush I mainly want to see because Jeremy John said it was awesome tackler. I mean, it doesn't look to me like it'll be anything interesting. I mean, it just looks like a generic racing movie. But who knows? Maybe it'll surprise me. Escape from Tomorrow I really wanted to see, but this film got a really limited release. It looks kind of creepy. Then there's The Heat, which, again, I'm only watching it because Doug Walker recommended. Delivery Man I kind of want to see just because, I've heard it's actually kind of good. 12 Years a Slave I really wanted to see. I mean, this film has been getting an insane amount of praise. It looks really good. Unfortunately, I never got to see it. Bad Grandpa looks really funny. Red Letter Media liked it. Ender's Game. I'm in the middle of reading the book right now. Once I'm done with it, I will watch the movie. And if you guys want, I'll review it. Las Vegas, my grandparents liked it. And so who knows, maybe I'll check it out. Then there's Blackfish, which Nostalgia Chick liked. We Steal Secrets, which Nostalgia Chick liked. And Fruit Station, which Nostalgia Chick liked. Call me biased for not seeing any of this, but yeah. Alright, Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I really wanted to see this film, despite the mixed reviews it's getting. Brad Jones really liked it. I was going to see this film with a friend, but my friend was sick and the weather was crappy, so unfortunately I did not get a chance to see Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Then there was Before Midnight, which Belated Media is recommending I see, but he recommends you watch the first two first, so that might set back watching this film. Movie 43, I'm only reviewing this I want to see this movie for a couple of reasons. Number one is the fact that Red Letter Media reviewed it, which, yeah, I don't know. I just like, I don't know, for some reason I always like to watch, I don't know, sometimes reviewers inspire me to watch movies. I'm, not crazy that way, I know. But here's some other reasons. Number one, I hear this movie's really bad. I'm really curious to see how bad this movie is. And the other reason is because the guy directing this is directing Guardians of the Galaxies. I want to get a sense of his style. And I'll mention this a bit going into my thoughts going into Guardians of the Galaxies, which I'll do a few months from now. But if this movie is bad, why should I be excited for Guardians of the Galaxy? After Earth, again, mid-letter media, but I'm also curious because Screen Junkie said this is worse than Last Airbender, and I hate Last Airbender. I'm really curious to see how Shyamalan tops it. Wolf of Wall Street. Again, really good things about this movie. People at my school are saying it's good. Read Half in the Bag reviewed it and liked it. It has an Oscar nomination. Yeah, so I really curious to see. Want to see this film, but I have to set aside 3 hours. And yeah, pretty much most of the nominations that came out this year I want to see. Philomena, which my parents saw while my brother and I went to see The Hobbit. I think they seem to like it. Nebraska, kind of curious to see that. Dallas Buyers Club. It was showing at my college, but unfortunately I had something coming up, so unfortunately I couldn't see it. American Hustle. I was contemplating going to the theaters and seeing this film, but it was getting a mixed response, and honestly I don't want to pay money for something if there's a general sense I won't like it. And here's the thing, yeah, and the thing is if I would be going by myself, and I don't want to go see something by myself that potentially could probably suck. But I'll check it out. Then there's Her, which I fucking really wanted to see this movie, but unfortunately it was not coming out in any movie theater near me. I kept checking and checking and checking, but it never got a release in any theater near me, which sucks. So definitely want to see this movie when it comes out on Blu-ray. I mean, it's Spike Jonze. It looks so interesting. It's getting so much critical praise, and they're complaining about how it's not doing well in the box office. Why don't you fucking release it in a theater where I can see it? And then also I want to see all the animated movies that came out because, you know, I want to form my own opinion on the animated films from this year, like Animat. So, real quickly, I'm just going to sum up all the animated movies I haven't seen from this year and my thoughts going into them. Croods, Epic, Turbo, Clive with a Chance of Meatballs, but it could be funny. Freebirds, Walking with Dinosaurs, Hope looks like a dinosaur ripoff. Ernest and Celestine looks pretty good. And Wind Rises, it's Miyazaki. What can I say? And yeah, those are all the movies that I wanted to see that came out this year. Whether I didn't get a chance to see them in theaters, whether I heard good things about them, whether I'm just curious to watch them. But yeah, those are all the movies that came out this year that for whatever reason, dumb or not, I want to see them. So, if you want me to speed up the process, please comment in below if there's any movies that I mentioned or didn't mention that you want my thoughts on or would recommend. Please comment below, and I'll be sure to do it. And, you know, like this video if you like it, dislike it if you, well, dislike it, and subscribe if you want to see more. This is JStar360, and I'll see you guys later when I do my best movies of the year. See you then. I really need to stop scratching.